Kang the Conqueror actor Jonathan Majors has been dropped by his talent manager and PR team Entertainment 360 following his arrest on assault, strangulation, and harassment charges back in March. A domestic dispute occurred between Majors and a 30-year-old woman who sustained minor injuries to her head and neck. A statement from Majors' legal representation states that he has done nothing wrong and that they, quote, look forward to clearing his name and clearing this all up. In another statement from his representation, the actor's attorney stated he is, quote, completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows, end quote. Interestingly enough, Majors' attorney has released text messages from the supposed victim stating very clearly that she was not attacked, but that they did have a fight. She also went on to apologize for the position he's in and that she, quote, will make sure nothing happens about this, end quote. And supposedly, Majors was the one who called the police in the first place. So it's hard to speculate about what really happened. It seems that it could be a misunderstanding, but based on the context of some of the text messages, it also seems that the victim may be perhaps running to the defense of the assailant, which often happens in these sorts of situations. She did have injuries, after all. Either way, regardless of the statements from his attorney and regardless of the statements from the victim, Majors' life and career has been turned upside down over the course of the last few weeks due to these accusations. Because this is America, I do believe that someone is innocent until proven guilty. However, in true Hollywood fashion, before all the facts have been uncovered, Majors has been dropped from a number of upcoming projects. These projects include an adaptation of the novel The Man in My Basement, a series of ads for the Texas Rangers baseball team, and an unannounced Otis Redding biopic. While rumors of Majors recasting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe have been circulating, as of writing this, he is yet to be dropped by Disney for his role as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. Perhaps Disney doesn't want another Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation on their hands, where they fire the wrong guy until they know what actually happened. Either way, given how prominent a role Majors was set to play as the MCU's next big bad, even if it turns out that he is completely innocent, it is probably in Marvel's best interest to go ahead and recast him given that they have a schedule to keep. In the past, I have been critical of Marvel's strict adherence to schedules. James Gunn, director of films such as Guardians of the Galaxy, spoke on this back in January, stating that creatives need time to be creative, and given his experience with certain companies, definitely referring to Disney Marvel, as co-CEO of the new DC Studios, he would not be moving films into production until screenplays were finished. This and other comments made by other creatives lend credence to the fact that Marvel's tendency to rush projects into production that aren't ready to film is part of the reason that Marvel Phase 4 was such a disaster. However, in terms of Jonathan Majors' role, this also suggests that Marvel will probably be looking to replace Majors. He could very well be battling these charges for the next few years, and if he is found guilty, this would put a very negative stain not only on his reputation, but the reputation of Disney Marvel. Marvel Phase 4 was quite the disaster for Marvel, and these accusations toward their next big bad aren't doing them any favors. Their box office numbers were dramatically lower than we've seen in the past, the quality of their films and shows took a huge dip, and many fans have simply lost interest in these sorts of stories, if you can even call them that at this point. My biggest complaint of Marvel Phase 4 would easily be the writing, as it's seemingly becoming more common to hire somebody with the correct agenda rather than someone with real writing experience. When it comes to Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, the first film in Phase 5, Majors was easily the best part of the film. I suppose that's not saying much given how subpar that film was, but credit where credit is due. In my review for that film, I started off by stating how surprised I was by his performance. I hadn't seen Majors in anything previously other than the Loki show, but given how goofy he was in that, I wasn't expecting much in this film. However, his ability to go from goofy to this quiet, calm, intimidating presence that he was in Ant-Man 3, it was well acted. In terms of the next big bad, he's no Thanos, and really he's not much of anything if they can't give him a solid movie to star in. But Disney is in a lot of trouble at the moment as it is, and if you want to know more about that, watch this video. That being said, it seems that this may be the last we see of Jonathan Majors in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, that's the video, everybody. Please subscribe. I really love making these, and I'd like to keep making them, so please subscribe and like the video. If you stuck around this long, I thank you for watching. Have a great day.